Ever wondered what it takes to craft lyrics that transcend time and culture? Lyrics that don't just tell a story but awaken deep reflections about life, music, and identity? Kendrick Lamar has done just that in his track Reincarnated, where he intertwines personal struggles with historical legacies and spiritual transformation. Welcome to Star Pulse, where today we'll be breaking down the genius behind Kendrick's work, exploring his lyrical depth, and analyzing how this track speaks to the cyclical nature of life, sin, and redemption. Stick with us as we dive into the complexities of this incredible song. Tribute to the past. Kendrick Lamar opens Reincarnated with a nod to the past, paying homage to two pivotal figures in black music history, John Lee Hooker and Billie Holiday. This isn't just a tribute, it's a bridge between generations of black artistry. Kendrick layers his own journey of reincarnation with the struggles and triumphs of these legendary figures, showcasing how their paths shaped his own musical and personal identity. Establishing that Kendrick is not only honoring these icons, but also situating himself within their legacy. Spirituality and reincarnation. The theme of reincarnation runs throughout the song, starting with Kendrick's personal reflections on past lives. He references past life regression, a spiritual practice exploring the idea that our souls live multiple lifetimes. Kendrick connects this idea with John Lee Hooker, the influential blues guitarist whose life and career represent both rebellion and redemption. Kendrick's own struggle mirrors Hooker's, rejecting authority, seeking artistic freedom, and facing the consequences of those decisions. Kendrick weaves his identity as both a contemporary artist and a spiritual being, suggesting that each reincarnation brings new lessons and struggles. He uses his lyrics to channel the experiences of past figures while navigating the complexities of fame, ego, and self-awareness. As he says in the verse, "Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947." Kendrick reflects on the cyclical nature of his own life, how his struggles mirror those of artists who have come before him. Cyclical nature of sin and redemption. In exploring reincarnation, Kendrick also delves into the concept of sin and redemption. He presents John Lee Hooker's rise to fame as a duality of triumph and moral decay. As Kendrick critiques Hooker's embrace of commercial success and indulgence, he simultaneously suggests that this path leads to a spiritual downfall. Reincarnated suggests that every artistic achievement comes with its own spiritual consequences. Through these references, Kendrick critiques the exploitation of black artistry by the system. Despite the commercial success, there's an underlying tension. Can an artist maintain their integrity in a world driven by money and fame? This tension forms the emotional core of the song, and Kendrick positions himself as both an artist and a spiritual seeker, someone trying to find balance between fame and righteousness. A tale of genius and tragedy. The second verse shifts to the legendary Billie Holiday, and Kendrick uses her story to explore the devastating impact of addiction, racism, and the pressure of fame. Holiday's voice, described as straight from heaven, symbolizes the purity of her artistry. However, Kendrick layers this with the duality of Holiday's life, suggesting that her genius came at a high personal cost. Addiction is portrayed as a destructive force that pulled Holiday away from her family and her true self. Kendrick uses vivid imagery, such as "My happiness was in that brown sugar," to symbolize both heroin and the fleeting pleasures she sought in the face of immense personal pain. By tying her struggles to the larger theme of reincarnation, Kendrick paints a picture of a soul trapped in a cycle of self-destruction, where every victory is marred by the same personal demons. Impact of addiction and fame. In this verse, Kendrick critiques the glamorization of fame and addiction, exploring how both can be toxic to the artist's soul. He uses the phrase "brown sugar" as a metaphor, which references not just the drug, but also the seductive nature of fame. Both addiction and fame feed on the artist's soul, distracting them from the true purpose of their art. Kendrick contrasts the euphoria of artistic expression with the pain of self-destruction, showing how these dual forces operate in the lives of musical icons like Billie Holiday. This also speaks to the ways in which addiction takes away an artist's sense of self. As Kendrick says, "I went wherever cameras be. Cocaine no private PL for my insanity." The message is clear. Fame and addiction aren't just external pressures. They seep into the artist's very being, forcing them to abandon their authenticity. Role of family in artistic struggles. Kendrick also uses the relationship with Holiday's family to highlight the sacrifices made by artists. The estrangement from her family due to addiction reflects the alienation Kendrick himself might feel, especially as his fame grows. His line, "I need a DRs to me," draws parallels between Holiday's relationship with her family and his own. Both artists seem to need external validation to feel complete, often at the cost of their true selves. Kendrick's own reincarnation. In the third and final verse, Kendrick shifts the perspective back to himself. This time, he frames his life as a spiritual journey of redemption. By acknowledging his past mistakes and forgiving his father for past grievances, Kendrick marks a turning point in his own reincarnation process. The lines, "Father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him," signify a personal breakthrough, showing that Kendrick has grown beyond the pain of his past. Through this introspection, Kendrick contrasts his own journey with that of Lucifer, the fallen angel. Just as Lucifer's pride led to his fall, Kendrick's own ego has contributed to his struggles. But rather than remaining trapped in this cycle, Kendrick seeks redemption, using his music to heal and uplift rather than manipulate and control. Struggle between ego and humility. Kendrick's vulnerability in the final verses reveals the inner conflict between pride and humility. He openly reflects on his own mistakes and recognizes the need for validation, both from his earthly father and from God. This battle forms the core of Kendrick's artistic evolution. The verse, "Everything I did was selfless," illustrates how Kendrick, despite his fame, strives to maintain a sense of purpose, using his platform to speak for the voiceless and to inspire others. This vulnerability is key to understanding Kendrick's artistic genius. Unlike other artists who might get lost in the trappings of fame, Kendrick uses his music to confront his flaws, seeking personal growth while navigating the pressures of the industry. A cycle of redemption. Ultimately, Reincarnated isn't just about the legacy of artists who came before Kendrick. It's about Kendrick's own journey as an artist and a human being. Through the song's exploration of reincarnation, sin, and redemption, Kendrick invites us to reflect on our own struggles and the cycles that shape our lives. His music becomes a way to transcend these cycles, seeking not just personal redemption but societal healing as well. Thanks for tuning in to Star Pulse. Kendrick Lamar's exploration of reincarnation, sin, and redemption provides us with a masterclass in lyricism and storytelling. As he weaves through the struggles of past artists and his own personal demons, Kendrick offers a powerful reflection on how the past shapes the present, and how we can all find redemption through self-awareness and growth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. See you in the next video.